This has happened again and again and again, but there's something a little different this time, given what's going on with the markets. I mean, until now, the stock market's just been on a steady march up. Now, there's been a lot of volatility. A lot of people lost some money. How does that affect the position of the White House, what they say, the policies they espouse?
Well, I would hope that it would give them a reason to be a little more cautious in what they say and how they say it. Now, obviously, this president is very different than any other president. Most presidents, when it came to the market and when there were difficulties, kept very quiet. If anything, only comments were made by the Secretary of Treasury, and even he then would be rather contained. But this administration is very different, and I think the problem is for the markets is nothing's mattered over the last couple of years, whether it's Brexit, the president's election, Spain, Greece, all sorts of difficulties. It really didn't matter to the market. So nothing matters till it really matters. And I think going forward, comments, fights in Washington, possible debt ceiling problem, all of these things are going to be looked at differently by the market than they have over the last 18 months, 2 years, when, again, nothing seemed to matter at all. But right now, there's an uncertainty out there. What the policy of the Fed's going to be, is inflation really roaring back, and what impact that will all have on interest rates. So I think there's a greater reason for the White House and policymakers to be cautious in what and how they say things around the economy and politics.
One of the things there's been uncertainty about is the dollar and U.S. policy, administration policy to the dollar, with Steve Mnuchin at one point saying, well, it's sort of good for trade if the dollar's weak. Right. And then other people come in and say, well, we're not sure what that dollar strength is good in the long term. What is our policy right now, and what should the White House be saying or not saying about the dollar?
Well, the fact that in Davos 2 weeks ago, when the Secretary of Treasury came out and said exactly what you said, then the president came out the next day and corrected him. That sort of uncertainty is not, I think, viewed positively by the market. And I think that it just shows a confusion. And our friends around the world and other countries around the world that are trading partners with us worry that what Mnuchin said is an actual policy of the U.S. government. I think the president tried to step on that, but whether he pulled it off or not, we're not sure.